Are you stressed about an upcoming interview and wondering how to prepare for it? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is JK and I help individuals just like you build brighter careers. And today we're going to look at the top 15 most common asked interview questions, and I'm going to help you master them all. Let's get into it. Question number 1, tell me about yourself. There are dozens and dozens of workshops or interview template guides or even YouTube videos on this subject, and I'm just going to give you everything right off the bat here. If you remember nothing else from this video, please remember this. The most important thing to research and understand before you go into an interview is yourself. If you can understand who you are, you're going to be able to understand and answer whatever question they ask you. So for example, tell me about yourself. This is an open-ended question where really they want to get to know you as a person, and they want to see how well you can condense down a massive question into a summarized topic. So understand what you like, your backgrounds, your interests, your hobbies, but make it relevant to the company and the company's culture that you're applying to. So seriously, this is where the research before you get into the actual interview is really important here. Question number 2 is, why are you interested in this job? Please do not say because the money. That should be a given. So why are you interested in this job? Show the interviewer that you have done your research on the company, that you understand their goals, where they're going, what they've done this past year or quarter. Or honestly, this could be an easy way to say, I've got one of my really good friends that works for this company. After seeing them work here for the past 2 years and hearing about the success and the career opportunities that they have had, I wanted to be a part of it. And so that is why I'm applying for this specific job here. Question number 3 is, why do you want to work for our company? Answer this question by genuinely understanding the company. You want to demonstrate knowledge about the specific company that you're applying for. You want to understand their values, and you really want to understand how you personally can contribute to the success of the overall company. In this question, look at answering the macro, meaning what is the overall company picture, what's the purpose of the company, and how does this role that you're applying for fit into that overall strategy. Question number 4, what are your strengths? Again, I said this at the beginning, by understanding who you are is going to help you answer whatever they throw at you. So what are your strengths? If you are a great communicator, don't shy away from that. Say, I'm a great communicator and a great negotiator, and give a specific example. If you are very strong in data analytics, well then say that, and then also follow that up with a specific example. Question number 5 is, demonstrate a challenge you've faced at work and how you have overcome it. This is an opportunity to showcase your problem-solving abilities and how you can highlight your resiliency. Question number 6 is, how do you handle criticism? The way that you can answer this is, I love to grow and feedback is never fun, nor is it easy, but I want to get better continually. I handle feedback in a constructive manner, in a professional manner, and then apply it relatively soon. However you want to shape that up, just be sure that you show them that you take feedback in a constructive manner. Question number 7 is, tell me about a time when you had to work with a difficult team member and how did you overcome it? In this question, you want to explain how you've worked with a challenging teammate and then how you overcome the specific situation. If this is your first job, then use a personal example of how you've done this, or you can always use a family example. So if you have brothers or sisters, then you can use that, or if you've got a best friend, you can use an example of that and how you've overcome that specific situation there. Question number 8 is, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? If I can be honest, this question is a little bit annoying. I've asked it before, but really what they're trying to see is, are you committed and do you understand the career path at this specific company, and do you have drive and initiative? Very specifically, if you are applying for an account executive role and you know that the career path for the specific company is an account executive, then it's a senior account executive role, then it's a regional account executive role or a regional team lead, then you want to say, in 5 years, I would like to be in a regional account executive type of role. Again, showing that you've done your research, that you understand the career path, and that it shows that you've got a hunger and drive there. What you don't want to say in this situation is, I am not sure, I don't know. Don't say any of that. Question number 9 is, can you give me an example of a time when you demonstrated leadership skills? In this one, you want to share a specific situation where you took charge and led a team to its success. Question number 10 is, how do you handle pressure and stress? In this question, show that you have a healthy coping mechanism to handle stressful situations. Maybe it's you go out for runs at lunch breaks to help blow off some steam, or you go and work out, whatever it may be. The point is, show that you have healthy coping mechanisms to handle stress. Question number 11 is, what is your preferred working style? Again, this is where you want to do research with the company so that you can fit that into the specific role. Discuss what your approach to work is. If you are a systematic processor, then you want to say that if I'm given a project, what I like to do is understand the entire scope of the project and then build out a timeline. If you are more of an individual that just likes to go and figure out as they go, well then understand that and demonstrate that in the interview process. Question number 12, describe a time when you made a mistake and how did you overcome it? This is a great question to show your resiliency and how you take feedback and then how you overcome challenges. How do you answer this question? You want to make sure that you understand and take responsibility for your actions, as well as you want to show them that you have the ability to learn from your mistakes and grow and overcome them. Question number 13, how do you stay up to date with industry trends? To be honest, this is a relatively easy question to answer. What most people are looking for, and in my experience, what I'm looking for, is that the individual is a continual learner and they understand what's going on in the world. With social media and all these different news apps that you have access to, you just want to demonstrate that you are an ongoing learner and that you make strides to continually improve on your craft or your skill. Question number 14, what value can you bring to our team? Here you want to highlight your differentiating factors and what sets you apart from other people that are possibly applying for this job. For example, if you are a social media manager and you've got over a decade worth of experience and you've been through multiple iterations of social media and content management, you can show them in their specific question how you have overcome multiple new social media trends and you've worked with multiple clients, and so you want to convey your experience. If it is more about web design or a coding type of job, a more technical craft, then you can reference a portfolio or a specific project that you've worked on. Question number 15 is, do you have any questions for us? I know you're thinking, what? That's not a question. How am I going to prepare for that? This is the number one area. It usually comes towards the end of the interview where most people can differentiate themselves from the rest of the candidate pool. So most people have one or two very generic, very boring questions, or they'll leave with saying, no, I'm fine, thank you, you've already answered my questions. Never say that. Always come with half a dozen to a dozen questions prepared in advance that you genuinely want to know. Because remember, you are not only being interviewed by that company, but you are also interviewing that company to understand if this is the right company, position, and culture fit for you and your long-term goals. A great question that I always like to ask is, if you were in my position, what questions would you be asking me? And another pro question that I always like to ask, is there anything that I didn't ask you about that I should? Those are two very good bonus questions that can open the door and put the hiring manager on a talking seat. These are the top 15 questions here. If you're interested in this type of material, please subscribe to my channel and stick around for more tips that can help you build a brighter career.